The year starts off with an all-or-nothing energy around our work. The desire to learn and grow our craft is strong, but the necessary confidence might be lacking. A sextile between Mercury and Neptune might be enhancing our intuition, but potentially also leading to more escapism than usual. This might also be a good opportunity to express ourselves creatively. With Venus entering Aquarius while opposing Lilith and sextiling Jupiter, socializing is favorable now, and flirting might come easier to us. We tend to become more comfortable meeting and interacting with people in seemingly unconventional ways. On the 6th, we will see a full moon in watery Cancer, making this a potentially very emotional time. Be cautious not to become too subjective, something that can easily happen when emotions are running high. Under this influence, our sense of safety becomes related to things, people and routines that make us feel cozy and at home. Mercury is still in its retrograde until the 18th, seemingly keeping our minds in a state of haziness. The conjunction between the Sun and Mercury at the end of the first week is bringing in some clarity for a bit. Life might be getting busier as we tend to want to get things done while we can. Short distance travel is also known to be favorable under this transit. Our motivation to get shit done is still a thing at the start of the second week. An increase in group events and online meetings might be coming up now, and insights could be coming to us seemingly out of the blue. With Lilith, the Black Moon, entering prideful Leo, our ego might be getting the better of us starting around the 8th. Leo's traits, such as pride, confidence and passion, might on one hand end up enhanced within us, but on the other hand we might end up suppressing these qualities in an effort to keep our ego in check. Romance, sexual attraction, and self-expression are pushing us to action now as well. We could face a dissonance in our lives as we crave to live authentically, but might feel like we aren't accepted for who we are by the people in our lives. Watch out for misunderstandings and convincing yourself that you are the victim this second week. Rarely are things just one-sided, and when we expect others won't understand us, we might see it that way whether it is happening or not. These strained interactions could actually be a blessing in disguise, as they offer us a chance to heal our own past wounds, which are being triggered in these personal relationships. On the 12th, Mars ends its retrograde and goes direct in Gemini. During Mars's retrograde, we tended to introspect on our goals, rather than take the necessary actions to make them happen. But now, with Mars going direct in Gemini, we are fueled with motivation to plan as well as act. There is generally a strong emphasis on intellect towards the end of the second week, and a tendency to feel rather inspired. Our need for love might be at odds with our need for freedom at the start of the third week. We are still motivated to gain more control over our lives, and with Mercury going direct in Capricorn, our approach with that becomes more realistic and practical. We are now supported to use logic and structure our plans well, a big change to what we might have felt when trying to actualize structure during Mercury's retrograde. On the 12th, the Sun moves into Aquarius, leaving us with a hunger for knowledge, experience, and originality. Structure is important to us, but freedom is as well. We are more willing now to embrace change in an effort to find new ways of doing things. Accepting our fears and releasing deep-seated pains is encouraged during this period. The new moon in Aquarius on the 21st marks the new lunar year. In Chinese astrology, this starts off the year of the rabbit. Connected with the element of water, the themes this lunar year revolve around sensitivity, expression, creativity, and deep emotional bonding. We are supported this year to release escapism, addictions, and the victim mindset. The main focus during this new moon will be on clearing our minds so we can move towards a brighter future. Feeling like you are part of a community, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in charity is encouraged now. A conjunction in Aquarius between Venus and Saturn is further encouraging us to reevaluate our ideals, principles, social relations, and social status from a more unconventional, experimental, and freedom-based point of view. There is a strong emphasis on our intellect, and we are being advised to stay objective with our thinking. After 6 months of retrograde motion, Uranus is finally going direct again in sturdy Taurus on the 22nd. We might have spent a lot of time thinking about what was holding us back from living life more spontaneously and authentically during that time. This introspective work is now bearing its fruits as radical change becomes actualized. People, habits, or life choices that are keeping us from living authentically are now being addressed in practical ways. A sextile between the Sun and Jupiter is granting us with a stronger sense of who we are and the principles we represent, leaving us more hopeful than usual. Just like in the second week, a square between Mercury and Chiron might be straining our communication. Watch out for misunderstandings, as it could be hard to read the intention behind words now. With Venus moving into Pisces, we might be more drawn to spiritual, imaginative, and romantic people around the end of the month. We become more open to receiving and giving unconditional love. Pisces' imaginative nature also makes this a great time for creative and artistic endeavors. Even though we've been very motivated and focused throughout this month to make personal growth happen, our ego might be struggling at this point. Sacrificing short-term pleasures could be more triggering by the end of January. Through this, we are still being supported by a Sun and Mars trine, vitalizing us and giving us a confidence boost. Finally, activities involving computers, science, and/or social gatherings could also hold a lot of potential now. Our intuition is strengthened, and great ideas might be coming to us easier than usual.